What's going on, everyone? DeBears here with a quick build video. So I know no one's going to believe this, but this is actually a Warlock melee type build. Now, I know the melee builds are more reserved for the Titans and the Hunters, but with the trusty exotic class item, you can have a pretty good melee build with a Warlock too. Now, if you're lucky enough, like I was, to get this roll of the Spirit of Necrotic and the Spirit of Syntheseps, you can pull this build off. If not, then you might have to keep hunting. But with these two spirits, we get that damage over time with the necrotic, and an improved melee damage when you're surrounded by enemies. Now that also counts for the Song of Flame melee, and that is what is going to give us most of our big boy damage for a boss fight. But let's go over the mods. So, if you got a quick look at my weapons, I'm using Legend of Acreus for one spot, and then a trench barrel shotgun for the other spot. Now, this can be interchanged whatever you feel like. Now, if you're doing something where you got some big boss, you might want to roll with Legend of Acreus. If not, you can equip whatever else you want in that heavy slot, and then in the top slot, you can use Bastion. Now, Bastion just got a rework. I think this DLC too, as to where it kind of has a trench barrel type perk now, except when it's not just 3 shots like trench barrel is. You get a timer on the bottom after you get a melee hit, and it's actually like it really pumps out the damage. So it's surprising, but it's really good. So depending on whatever you're doing, whatever you're feeling like, you'll want to be switching between either Bastion or Legend of Acreus. I probably just depleted my ammo supply. Just about. Either ways. And for the secondary weapon, I got this Rasarago, which I just put a video out not too long ago about that. But, like I said before, let's go to the mods. So, class item, got the Classic 3 for me. And since we're rocking with Legend of Acreus, I got an Arc Weapon Surge. If I'm putting on Bastion, I'll switch that over to the Kinetic Weapon Surge. But these two will pretty much always stay the same, your Kinetic Reserves and Arc Reserves, just because those are going to be your two main special and heavy ammo types. And you can change this resistance mod to whatever you feel like, whatever's going on. I got an arc loader on just because even though I got the catalyst, Acreus still has a pretty slow reload. And since this is a melee focus build, we got heavy-handed as well. And I didn't mean to do that, but we got 2 dynamo mods, and I have a solar siphon right now, but it should be a void siphon. So let's just change that over for a second, and there we go. Now, let's head over to the Prismatic class. Now I got the Arcane Needle for my melee, since you get 3 of them. I got a Vortex Grenade, Feed the Void, and the Helia. I mean, these are... I don't think I've changed off of these two since I've gotten Prismatic. They're just so good together. Now, for my fragments, we got the Facet of Bravery, which defeating targets with grenade final blows grants volatile rounds to your void weapons, which is why we have the auto rifle in the secondary slot. And defeating targets with powered melees grant unraveling rounds to your strand weapons. I don't have that, but if there is a strand shotgun out there with trench barrel, that would be a pretty good option to run. I don't have one, but if there is one out there, definitely give that a shot. Now the next one, I got a Facet of Blessing, which melee final blows start health regeneration, while Transcendent, your melee final blows start health regeneration for you and allies. Again, since this is a melee build, why not have that? And for next one, we got the Facet of Sacrifice. While you have any one of those light buffs, you grant bonus darkness, transcendent energy. Just another way to fill up our prismatic meters, since we're pretty much only using the light weapons. So as long as we got Devour on, we'll be granting darkness, transcendent energy with ability Final Blows, which will be our melees. And next we got the Facet of Balance. Rapidly defeating targets with light damage grants melee energy, and that's primarily why we're using that. So we'll have some sort of light weapon for the secondary slot, the heavy slot, and that'll help grant us more melee energy. And lastly, we got Facet of Hope, and I think this just got like fixed today. I'm not sure. Today, as in July 2nd. No, this video is not coming out but until later, but either way, we can check this out. And I have Mountaintop on. So, as we can see, this guy never takes anything, but we got our necrotic working, and there I go. Awesome. That's a great start to the video. I'm way back here. There we go. Now let's pop this Song of Flame. That nice damage buff. Legend of Acris, just such a sweet weapon to use. Got everybody getting infected with that necrotic. And that's pretty much the way this goes. Get your melee, get your buffed weapon, and continue on from there. Now we got our volatile rounds. There we go. Take everybody out. As long as we got light buffs going on, it is really tough to stop the pain train with that. But either way, that's the way it works. I'm gonna put out a boss DPS trial run within the next couple days, and just so you guys can get a idea for damage numbers on this, if you want to use this for a DPS phase. But other than that, I will catch everyone in the next one. Peace out.